Lights, camera, revolution, shattering Hollywood's glass ceiling. Welcome, dreamers, disruptors, and changemakers. Today, we're diving headfirst into the glittering, often treacherous waters of the entertainment industry. But fear not, for we have a guiding light, a beacon of hope in these tumultuous seas. I'm talking about none other than Tamara L Mitchell, a visionary leader whose insights have set the stage for our discussion today. Tamara isn't just making waves, she's creating a tsunami of change in an industry that's long been resistant to it. Her unwavering commitment to diversity and inclusion isn't just admirable, it's revolutionary. And today, we're going to explore how her vision can reshape the very fabric of film and television as we know it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another talk about diversity in Hollywood? Haven't we heard this before? Well, buckle up, because this isn't your grandmother's diversity seminar. We're not here to pat ourselves on the back for casting one person of color in a supporting role. We're here to flip the script, to rewrite the narrative, to create a new Hollywood where every voice has the chance to tell their story. Let's start with a simple question. What would the entertainment industry look like if every voice had the chance to be heard? If every story, regardless of its origin, had the opportunity to captivate audiences worldwide? It's not just a pipe dream, folks. It's a necessity in our increasingly diverse world. And it's a reality that Tamara L Mitchell is working tirelessly to bring about. For decades, the stories we've seen on our screens have predominantly come from a narrow perspective, leaving vast swathes of our global community underrepresented or misrepresented. It's like we've been watching the world through a keyhole, seeing only a sliver of what's really out there. But the winds of change are blowing, and they're blowing hard. Today, we're going to explore three crucial aspects of this change: the importance of diversity and inclusion in the entertainment industry, the need to break down barriers for underrepresented groups, and the power of storytelling to inspire and empower marginalized communities. These aren't just lofty ideals, they're actionable goals that have the potential to revolutionize not just what we watch, but how we understand and relate to each other as human beings. Let's talk about diversity and inclusion. These aren't just buzzwords to throw around at cocktail parties to sound woke. They're essential components of a thriving, relevant entertainment industry. When we talk about diversity, we're not just referring to race or ethnicity. We're talking about gender, age, sexual orientation, disability, and a myriad of other factors that make up the rich tapestry of human experience. Inclusion goes a step further. It's about creating an environment where all these diverse voices are not just present, but actively valued and integrated into the creative process. Now, let me introduce you to a woman who's been shattering glass ceilings and breaking down barriers in Hollywood. Ava DuVernay. DuVernay, a black woman filmmaker, has been a trailblazer in an industry that has historically been as diverse as a loaf of white bread. Picture this: a young Ava growing up in Compton, California, dreaming of telling stories that reflect her reality, her community, her truth. Fast forward to her early career in Hollywood, where she faced more obstacles than a contestant on American Ninja Warrior. Racial bias? Check. Gender discrimination? Double check. But Ava didn't just face these challenges, she stared them down with the intensity of a director calling action on set. DuVernay didn't just fight for herself, she recognized the systemic nature of these barriers and took action to create change on a larger scale. She founded Array, a film collective dedicated to promoting diversity and inclusion in the film industry. This wasn't just about getting her own stories told, it was about creating opportunities for other underrepresented voices to be heard. The impact of DuVernay's work has been nothing short of revolutionary. She's directed critically acclaimed films like Selma and 13th, which have not only entertained audiences, but have also sparked important conversations about race and justice in America. She became the first black woman to direct a film with a $100 million budget with A Wrinkle in Time. But perhaps more importantly, her success has paved the way for other underrepresented filmmakers and has inspired a new generation of storytellers. DuVernay's story illustrates a crucial point. When we break down barriers and allow diverse voices to tell their stories, everyone benefits. We get richer, more nuanced storytelling. We get fresh perspectives that challenge our assumptions and broaden our understanding of the world. And we get a more vibrant, dynamic entertainment industry that truly reflects the diversity of our global community. But diversity and inclusion aren't just about who's behind the camera. They're also about the stories we choose to tell and how we choose to tell them. This brings us to our second key point: the power of storytelling to inspire and empower marginalized communities. Enter Shonda Rhimes, a black woman television producer and writer who has revolutionized the landscape of American television. Imagine a world where the most popular shows on TV are led by diverse casts, where complex characters of color occupy positions of power and influence, where storylines tackle issues of race, gender, and sexuality head on. This isn't some parallel universe. This is the world Shonda Rhimes has created. Rhimes faced significant challenges early in her career, including skepticism about the viability of diverse storytelling in television. But she didn't let these obstacles deter her. Instead, she used them as fuel to create some of the most successful and groundbreaking shows in recent television history. Shows like Grey's Anatomy and Scandal feature diverse casts and storylines that reflect the complexity and diversity of the American experience. But Rhimes didn't stop at mere representation. She created fully realized, complex characters of color who defy stereotypes and occupy positions of power and influence. In doing so, she's not just entertaining audiences, she's changing perceptions and inspiring a generation to dream bigger. The impact of Rhimes' work extends far beyond the confines of our TV screens. Her success has inspired a new generation of television writers and producers, many of whom come from underrepresented groups. She's shown that diverse stories aren't just important from a social perspective, they're also commercially viable. In doing so, she's helped to increase diversity in the entertainment industry as a whole. But the revolution in storytelling isn't confined to television. The film industry, too, is experiencing a seismic shift, thanks to visionaries like Ryan Coogler. Coogler, a black filmmaker, has been at the forefront of promoting diversity and inclusion in film. Picture a young Ryan Coogler growing up in Oakland, California, dreaming of telling stories that reflect his community, his experiences, his truth. Fast forward to his early career in Hollywood, where he faced more closed doors than open ones. But Coogler didn't just overcome these challenges. He's actively working to dismantle them for others. Coogler co-founded Proximity Media, a production company dedicated to promoting diversity and inclusion in film and television. It's not just about getting his own stories told. It's about creating a platform for other underrepresented voices to shine. Coogler's films, including Fruitvale Station and Black Panther, have not only been critically acclaimed, but have also become cultural phenomena. Black Panther, in particular, shattered the myth that films with predominantly black casts couldn't achieve global commercial success. It grossed over $1.3 billion worldwide and received 7 Academy Award nominations, including 1 for Best Picture. But the impact of Coogler's work goes beyond box office numbers and awards. He's shown that stories centered on black experiences can resonate with audiences of all backgrounds. He's created opportunities for black actors, crew members, and other creatives to showcase their talents on a global stage. And perhaps most importantly, he's inspired a new generation of underrepresented filmmakers to tell their stories. The stories of DuVernay, Rhimes, and Coogler are more than just individual success stories. They represent a broader movement towards a more diverse, inclusive, and representative entertainment industry. But this movement isn't complete. In fact, it's only just beginning. So what can we do to support and accelerate this change? How can we, as consumers, creators, and members of the global community, contribute to this revolution in the entertainment industry? First and foremost, we need to actively seek out and support diverse storytelling. This means watching films and TV shows created by underrepresented filmmakers, even if they're outside our usual comfort zone. It means recommending these works to our friends and family and engaging in conversations about the perspectives they offer. For those of us in the industry, it means actively working to create opportunities for underrepresented voices. This could involve mentoring young filmmakers from diverse backgrounds, advocating for inclusive hiring practices, or using our platforms to amplify marginalized voices. For everyone, it means being vocal advocates for diversity and inclusion. When we see a lack of representation, we should speak up. When we see positive examples of diverse storytelling, we should celebrate them. We need to make it clear that diversity and inclusion aren't just nice to haves, they're essential components of a vibrant, relevant entertainment industry. But perhaps most importantly, we need to recognize that this isn't just about entertainment. The stories we see on our screens shape our perceptions of the world and of each other. When we limit the range of stories being told, we limit our understanding of the human experience. By embracing diverse storytelling, we're not just making better movies and TV shows. We're fostering empathy, challenging prejudices, and building a more inclusive society. The path to a truly diverse and inclusive entertainment industry won't be easy. There will be resistance, there will be setbacks. But as Tamara L Mitchell's insights have shown us, the potential rewards are immense. We have the opportunity to create an entertainment industry that truly reflects the richness and diversity of our global community. An industry where every voice has the chance to be heard, where every story has the potential to touch hearts and change minds. So I challenge you. What will you do to support this revolution? How will you use your voice, your choices, your influence to promote diversity and inclusion in the entertainment industry? The future of storytelling is in our hands. Let's make it a future where every story has the chance to shine. Remember, in the words of Tamara L Mitchell, this isn't just about making better movies or TV shows. It's about creating a more understanding, empathetic, and inclusive world. It's about recognizing that every story matters, that every voice deserves to be heard. And it starts with each one of us. As we conclude this talk, I want to leave you with a call to action. This isn't just about passively consuming more diverse content. It's about actively participating in the transformation of an industry that shapes our cultural narrative. First, commit to seeking out and supporting diverse storytelling. Make a conscious effort to watch films and shows created by underrepresented filmmakers. Share these stories with others. Start conversations about the perspectives they offer. Second, use your voice. Speak up when you see a lack of representation. Celebrate when you see positive examples of diversity and inclusion. Let studios, networks, and streaming platforms know that diverse storytelling matters to you as a consumer. Third, if you're in the industry or aspiring to be, commit to being part of the change. Mentor someone from an underrepresented group. Advocate for inclusive hiring practices. Use your platform, no matter how small, to amplify marginalized voices. Fourth, educate yourself. Learn about the systemic barriers that have historically prevented diverse voices from being heard in the entertainment industry. Understanding the problem is the first step to solving it. Finally, dream big. Imagine what a truly inclusive entertainment industry could look like. What stories would be told? Whose voices would be heard? How might it change our understanding of each other and the world? The revolution in the entertainment industry isn't just about who we see on screen or who's behind the camera. It's about reshaping our cultural narrative, expanding our collective imagination, and building a more empathetic, understanding world. So, as you leave here today, I want you to ask yourself, what role will I play in this revolution? How will I contribute to creating a more diverse and inclusive entertainment industry? And remember, every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. The stage is set. The cameras are rolling. Now it's time for action. Let's create a Hollywood where every voice has the chance to tell their story, where every perspective is valued, and where the stories we tell truly reflect the rich diversity of our world. The power is in our hands. Let's use it to write a new chapter in the history of entertainment, one where everyone has a starring role. Thank you.